Practiced with our G League team. They had a scrimmage today in Waltham, and so we assigned him to practice. He played for a long time, a lot of 5-on-5, which was really good. So he'll join us for practice tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
Is his resource?
It's really, really, really improved, and that's good because, you know, one of the things that we just didn't want to do was start off where you're going back and forth all year, and so it's improved a great deal. We'll see how it feels tomorrow after doing a lot more with regard to up and down and on the court than he's been doing, but you know, we're excited about his progress, and he's excited about his progress, which is good.
Everyone else good to go for you?
Yeah. Obviously Gordon and Marcus, and then Jabari we transferred back to Maine to save as many of those days as we can.
And starting lineup, Baines remains in?
Mm-hmm. What's it like coaching against Pop?
Yeah, I don't really think, first of all, I don't really think about it. I think you try to coach your team against their team, and certainly, but you really appreciate how good he is at maximizing his team year to year, season to season, week to week, when you're preparing for the game. And you know, obviously he's been at the top of this profession for a long time, and so you gain a greater appreciation when you're watching it on film. Once you get into the game, you're just trying to you know, help your team play as well as they can.
Without getting too deep, were there specific things that you borrowed from him, his offense or defense?
I'd say that there's, you know, again, he adjusts it year to year based on who he has. You know, I think that, you know, they're playing with double bigs a lot, one of the very few teams in the league, and they're maximizing it better than probably anyone with regard to the ability to defend the way they want to defend, to make you take the shots they want you to take, and with their length, it's really hard. And then offensively, I just think he's great at picking out the strengths of his players and soaring with them.
Right, he was one of the first coaches to really give you a lot of praise and things of that nature. What is that like to have a coaching legend like Popovich really praise you the way he has in the past?
Yeah, I mean, it's flattering, obviously. He's nice in the media. I think he's nice to us, and he's a great role model for our profession. He's a guy that's a basketball coach, but he's not defined as a basketball coach. He's got a lot of other interests. He does a lot of good things in the community, and he's always open to helping other coaches. So, you know, I can't say enough good things about him. I think he's, again, at the top of the profession.
He's one away from tying Phil for 6 all-time. Think you'll be in it that long and get over 1,500 wins?
There's no shot.
They never know.
No shot.
How's Daniel been able to kind of carve out this role for himself, and how does his playing experience coming in, you know, again, he's a rookie who's not a true rookie because he's 27 years old.
I think that the idea that he is a guy that's played for a lot of coaches, he's been a pro for a long time, he knows what he's good at. You know, I think the older you get, you figure out what you're good at and how you can impact the game. And he's really got a great way about him. You know, it's kind of like Baines. When I was talking about Baines the other night, if you tell Baines he's starting, coming off the bench, playing, not playing, he doesn't even blink. Daniel's the same way. So he's provided us with some really good minutes thus far, and we're going to need that to continue. We don't have a ton of guys that can play the 5, and if we're starting 2 of them, you know, certainly that means that we're going to be continue to lean on Theis, and I think we'll, you know, be leaning on Gershon as well as we continue to move forward.
Does Baines give you physical play? Is that what you rely on him for?
I think is the ability to protect the rim, the ability to clog the paint. He's very physical. He makes the shots from 16 feet and in very regularly, and makes his free throws. And he does all the little things that you need him to. That don't always interest everyone. He's got the body to do it with regard to really protecting the paint.
For the 45 days, obviously it's a new this year. Do you guys have discussions about how to maybe best allocate, or do you have to keep it so fluid because it depends on injuries and things like
It's
that?
going to, I think that we may have discussions as we get further along with allocation, but, when Smart was out, we didn't have a choice. We felt like Jabari could have easily played in the Knicks game early here. I almost put him in against Milwaukee, even with Smart back when he was on his minutes restriction. It just didn't make a lot of sense to not have him with us. So he and Kadeem will maximize that as well as we can. But now that Smart is back and playing, knock on wood, those guys will be with Maine until we need them.